What are some of the obvious cultural differences in the scene that you can tell?
Yeah, I just kind of want to figure out how to unpack this without pissing anyone off. Minnesota, you're slacking because Tennessee, everybody has something bad. I've seen more clean cars that can do what all the cars up there can do that are all clapped out. I just had to cut all my door bar gussets out of my car, and that drove me nuts.
Oh, I know. You were telling me. Oh, he sent me a video. He sent me a picture because I was telling him how dumb I was. I was trying to cut a hole in something so that I could put a tack in it. And I sent him a picture, and it was like, I fucking cut my stomach open. And he sent me the same thing, and it was the fucking grinder wrapped up in it. So he was like, whoopsie.
Well, that was cutting something different. I showed you my knees, right?
Yeah.
How bad I messed up my knees.
Dude,
so I'm cutting it in the cutoff wheel, and the 3-inch or 4-inch cutoff wheel, like,
oh fuck, dude,
it just fucking exploded, and it went bam off my knees because I'm sitting there on my little stool cutting the gussets out.
Yeah.
Oh man, that dropped me to the floor. I couldn't breathe for a second. I was like, "Good Lord!" And then I felt like
that'll stop your heart real
that
quick.
wet feeling down my leg. I was just oof. Pulled my pant leg up. And
Call 911.
Like, are you all right?
It's
Like, I'm not going nowhere. No stitches. No stitches.
Yeah, give me the super glue. And Kaylee be squalling. Were you wearing your glasses?
I was wearing my safety glasses, if anybody wants to know.
I was like, no, I was squinting.
My dad gave me a pretty badass pair, and that's the only reason why I actually wear safety glasses, because my dad gave me a badass pair of safety glasses.
Yeah.
We'll turn some old Oakleys into some safety glasses.
Yeah, that'd be all right, but I feel like shit still bounce off your cheek and up in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
You gotta
mine's like
suction
the
eyeballs.
sports ones, so the lens come down and they're like the shape of your cheek, so it doesn't really have.
You have a thin face. I feel like you still can get some stuff up in there.
Nah, we don't have that problem.
No,
We got big cheeks. Dude, you know what it is? It's all those muscles built up from safety squints. That's what it is.
Yeah. From never using safety glasses ever.
Yeah.
And then OSHA would have a heyday if they came into my shop back in the day.
10,000 subscriber giveaway is finally here. And thanks to Hyperfest and Abel Fab Parts, we are hooking you guys up with some awesome stuff for this giveaway. The first thing you will get is the custom exhaust tip that Abel Fab Parts made with our logo already on it. It is a dual 3-inch outlet with a 2.5-inch inlet that can be cut off to be a 3-inch inlet. And on top of that, Hyperfest was nice enough to give you guys 2 free tickets for you and someone else that you want to bring along. And we've made it super easy for you guys to enter into the contest by clicking the giveaway link in the description. And along with that, you need to be following us on all of our platforms. That is YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook. So if you want your shot to win the exhaust tip and 2 free tickets to Hyperfest, go click the link and get signed up. We really appreciate you guys for getting us this far, and we have major plans for the future. But for now, thank you Hyperfest, and thank you Abel Fab Parts. Now let's get back to the podcast.
Dude,
For legal reasons, we don't suggest.
Yeah, don't do that.
Please wear safety glasses.
Yeah, wear your
always.
safety glasses.
We don't take any responsibility for that.
And gloves, man. You don't want to end up having like scars on your hand and shit. Like,
Yeah. You monkeys are on your own. Remember that.
So I have some questions. So from up there, where you're from, right? You just moved here, right?
well, a year ago.
Yeah, right. But
Where's
you
up
know
there?
what I'm saying? It's Michigan, right?
Ick.
No.
No offense to Michigan.
Oh, no,
Minnesota.
Minnesota.
It's not any better.
Minnesota.
It's not any better. I mean,
Well, you had clean drinking water.
hey, that's a plus.
Yeah.
Yeah, you get stabbed for a bottle of water in Michigan.
And Ohio now. All right, I'm sorry. I'm not going to get political. All right.
let's
Just fucking jump that road. Just fucking with you. Okay, so no, Minnesota. So you moved from there to here, right? What are some of the obvious cultural differences in the scene that you can tell? Or is there any?
Yes.
Oh, man.
That's a good question. actually.
I know that's a weird question, but I wondered that when I was up there, but I didn't want to be like, here, tell me,
Andrew May talked about this a little bit, the kind of different cultural aspects of drifting around the country. So
Yeah, I just kind of want to figure out how to unpack this without pissing anyone off.
Oh, you're fine.
Oh, we don't
Piss
give a
them
fuck
off.
about those
Who cares?
people.
Yeah, I mean,
fuck them.
I do too. I don't, but I do. But let's just say it like this: there's a lot of teams up there. I was a part of a team at one point when I got my like big head and all that shit. And man, there's still a lot of teams up there. There's a lot of parking lot style events, but there is one track in particular. Well, 2, I guess. Brainerd International Raceway has a road course that's fucking fantastic.
Hell yeah.
4th gear. If you got balls and you got enough power, you can stick it in 5th if you wanted to, but that'd be probably stupid.
Yeah.
But that was on their short course, and they have a gangster pro pad, like I wouldn't even consider it a parking lot. It's the parking lot for like NHRA nationals and stuff.
Oh, okay,
doubled
yeah.
it in size.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So like we used to run like Road Atlanta layouts and all that stuff. But as far as the culture of it, man, Minnesota, you're slacking because Tennessee, everybody has something badass. I mean, I've seen more clean cars that can do what all the cars up there can do that are all clapped out or missing body panels, so to speak.
Yeah.
Now we got events that you can't even run a car without body panels here.
Yeah, that's true.
Wait, where?
Slush Motorsports.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
I mean, there's
forget about them.
I've heard about events up there where they're like, you can't have black wheels, and I don't know if they actually enforce that stuff.
That's a real
So
thing.
that's like
Yeah.
that's like a FD thing. When I drove Pro-Am, you couldn't have black wheels. They made me put like reflective, glittery tape on like spokes so they can see if I was e-braking or how I was.
Even
left
for
I get
Pro-Am?
that. I get that, but I was talking about like they have like fun days, and they say you can't do that because it's like there's not enough style, Which
Yeah,
like
it's stupid.
whatever.
Cars look good on black wheels. Stop.
If it's that
bitch
type of
about it.
event, I can get that. But
It's
A comp, I understand. For a style event, just fucking shut up and take my money. What the fuck?
Yeah, you're
You
looking
know?
at the car's angle. You're not looking at the wheels.
Right.
Yeah. Half the time
they're
there's
trying
so
to
much smoke.
probably build like some type of exclusivity to it.
But that's not.
dumb.
But that's not how you grow drifting.
I agree.
Yeah, I know. I'm not
like,
coming at you. I'm
I'm
just
all
saying like,
about
that
the
doesn't make any
style.
sense. I want more people to get into drifting so that it gets bigger and so that everybody gets to experience how fun it is. And people like saying like, yo, you can't have. Whatever. All this fucking fuck those
Discrimination.
People. I hate that shit. Yeah.
It's really cliquey though. To get back to that point is like the culture is it's really cliquey up there. Like I had a group of friends. Most of them are into drag racing, and then
Yeah.
I had a few of them that were like drifter friends that I would see like more as acquaintances is when we would hang out. But when we were together, we were like best fucking bros.
Yeah,
We'd do,
yeah.
like the worst of worst together while drunk or whatever.
Yeah.
But then there's other guys that are like, you can't sit with us. And our team's better than you, blah, blah, blah. And it just like, whoa, dude. Like,
It's like high school shit. What the
Yeah.
hell?
I
But-
fantasize about shit like that, man. If I can
You
pull
know-
my phone out. Hey, will you say that again for me?
but here it's like everybody just drives together. It don't matter.
Yeah, that's one of the things that I noticed is like when I talk to someone who's from up north, it's like, yeah, you need to like know somebody. You can't just like hop in
Yeah.
line and like down here, dude. If you hold up a number behind me, I'm like, you better fucking drive fast, Like I don't really.
Yeah.
It's not like
Yeah, we could shark each other down here.
yeah. You can just drive. Like nobody's like, hey, bro, you fucking went when I didn't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think the caveat is like if you crash into me, if you didn't tell me that you were gonna go behind me and then you crash into me, I might be mad.
Well, I mean, you got to be smart about it, right? Like
Yeah.
my first event at Clarksville, I drove by myself because my car was fresh off of a wreck and with a fresh motor. I was like,
No, I mean make sure it's right.
let's make sure this thing works. It sucked balls. I brought it to the variant guys and had them align it and took it back. And then they're like, well, Andy Hardy was like, you need to get in a tandem with somebody. And I'm like, all right, there's a Miata right here. Turned out to be Cameron Stone. Went
cool.
out with him. I gave him space and then was like, all right, cool. He's got a clean line. Let's get a little closer. And then we just drove harder and harder. And
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Cody Martin and I like damn near banged doors without touching at Clarksville, which is wild.
Yeah.
This cat's fucking throwing me off.
Dude, I keep thinking she's gonna mess.
shit, though, bro.
I keep thinking she's gonna grab the camera and like we're gonna have to reset everything. It's funny.
But
It's
you
cool
know,
when she comes on, but
I haven't had anybody tell me no in a tandem. One of the events, I think the Scotty D boys were all out there, and then Morgan and Sarah Harrow and Hobson. And they're like, hey, Hobson's going to follow you. And I'm like, and what is he driving? That white Mustang. I'm like, oh, shit. Let's put a run together. So I was out there. And I wouldn't do this normally, but I got all excited because I know of his S14 and he's a badass driver.
Yeah.
And I'm coming out of the outer zone and I look in my mirror and I see him like right there. And I was look back forward and I'm like, fuck, I'm like steering bind with this old angle kid. So
I'm fast as fuck, boy.
I start scrubbing it and I lose it and he saved it. He's good at not hitting someone. And
yeah, he's a hell of a driver.
man, I walked up to him and I was like, I'm so sorry about that, dude. And then we ended up going for another run where I chased him and the girls sharked us. So we're halfway through our run coming out of Utter Zone 1, and here come Morgan and Sarah fresh off the hill just through the front of us. And I was
Dude, I
like,
love the Clarksville Hill. That's my favorite feeling ever, dude.
it was wild.